Trump announces end to U.S. subsidies for foreign drug prices. We will no longer support other countries' health care. Washington. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has announced a new stance on prescription drug pricing, declaring that the United States will no longer shoulder the burden of subsidizing foreign healthcare systems by paying significantly higher prices for the same medications. The United States is done subsidizing other countries' healthcare, Trump said in a recent speech. Americans are paying 10 times more for the same drugs sold cheaply overseas. That ends now. Trump criticized foreign governments, particularly those in the European Union, for forcing pharmaceutical companies to accept drastically lower prices abroad, while American consumers cover the difference at home. It's not just the drug companies, it's the countries, he said. They've bullied the companies into submission, and the companies made up the losses by charging Americans more. A shocking example from London, Trump shared a personal story from a prominent businessman friend who takes a popular weight loss medication. The man called Trump from London, astonished by the price difference. He said, "Mr. President, I just paid $88 here in London for the same drug I pay $1,300 for in New York. It's the exact same pill, same manufacturer, same packaging." Trump said that when he confronted a representative of a major drug company, the executive admitted they could no longer justify the pricing disparity. They've used the excuse of research and development for years, but if it's about R&D, other countries should be paying their fair share too. Massive price cuts promised. Trump claimed that under his new approach, drug prices in the U.S. could fall by as much as 60% to 90%, calling the changes historic and long overdue. "When I was president, I was the only one to actually lower prices, even just 2% in 1 year. But now we're going much further. It's about fairness. The American people should not be punished for others' deals." He framed the move as a moral and economic correction, accusing past administrations, both Republican and Democrat, of avoiding action due to pharmaceutical industry influence. This has been one of the most corrupt policy areas in Washington. There's at least one pharma lobbyist for every member of Congress, maybe more. No one wanted to touch it. Democratic response: rewriting history. Democratic lawmakers quickly pushed back, accusing Trump of distorting his past record. They pointed out his repeated attempts to repeal the Affordable Care Act and his support for bills that would reduce access to Medicaid and public health care. "President Trump claims to be lowering costs, but his record shows the opposite," said one Senate Democrat. Real progress on drug pricing happened under President Biden, with legislation that capped out-of-pocket costs and forced negotiations on drug prices. Despite the criticism, Trump insisted that his approach represents the bold action that previous presidents only promised. Politicians talked about this for decades, Bernie Sanders, others. They all promised change but delivered nothing. "I did something,"